Here's another page where we can work it out. You could stop the video, work out these answers, and then restart, and I'll tell you what the answers are as we practice determining the octave designation of these numbers. This is a B5, or these notes rather. The new octave starts on C, so 2 ledger lines up here is C6. A flat 3 is down here, 2 ledger lines below with a flat in front of it. E4 right there on the first line. F5 on the top space, and F6, you could put an 8th mark over that same F, or 1, 2, 3 ledger lines in one space for an F6. Now this book has several typos in it, and I'm sorry about that. This really should be a bass clef. These questions really don't make sense unless this is a bass clef. So assuming that's bass clef right there, D3 is going to be on the third line. C sharp 4, the first ledger line above the staff with a sharp on it. B flat 1 is really low. So you would put a ledger line, a second ledger line, a B beneath that with a flat on it, and an 8th mark even below that because the first octave is really low. F2 is right here below the bottom bass clef line. G4, 3 ledger lines above the staff for a G4. And A1, 1, 2, 3 ledger lines, a note on that ledger line that's A, and then an 8th mark below that because that thing is really, really low. Now here we have to say what letter and octave designation these guys are going to be. So this is a D5 and an F sharp 5. This is an E2. Now this one is tricky because this is the bass clef, so that makes that an F. Normally it would be F4, but it has an 8th mark of it, so that's F5. This is B4. Right here is C sharp 4. Then here's another low one, that's A2. This G sharp would normally be G sharp 3, but it says an octave higher, so that's G sharp 4. And then this guy in the treble clef is up here in the 6th octave, so that's D6. And this is E5. Then the bass clef, normal situation, this would just be a G2, but because of the 8th mark, that makes that G1. And then this is A sharp 3.